What's up, you crazy cats and kittens? How's it going?
It's fine.
You in Arizona today?
No, I'm in Sahara Desert.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's like, I guess because you're wearing blue, but like your forehead is the blue sky. It's like, looks like you're transparent.
Yeah. It was weird because like I learned it on my Spanish class yesterday, so I decided to use it as my um background.
Nice. All right, so what are we supposed to be talking about today? Does anybody know?
Writing equations.
No, this is review day, right?
Review. Oh my Lord, thank God.
Ain't that right?
Yes.
I think so. Catherine would know. If only Catherine could talk.
Is it a USA test prep?
Because we're in coordinate geometry.
Um
Coordinate geometry. Keeper 36. Oh, no, we hadn't. No, we're not in. What are we talking about? Writing equations. Yeah, writing equations.
oh my God.
Yeah, you are right, man. Hey, this whole got me all messed up. Keep it straight. I didn't even get a chance to review this one because of algebra this morning. Oh, man. Is this geometry? I wonder why y'all are going back and learning this. Huh.
Maybe it's to help us from yesterday's work.
Maybe this is like really a long time ago.
Apart from perpendicular lines, though.
Huh?
Yeah, I think that like something like that talked about perpendicular lines.
Ah.
Yeah, and parallel lines, something. Maybe that's what.
You can't hear it, but Catherine is laughing out loud.
Oh,
Yeah, she's chatting that.
right.
Yeah, and Carla's in Disco World. All right, so we have our normal 6 people with us today. Thank y'all for showing up.
I think that's 7.
Well, I'm the 7th person, but
Oh,
yeah, I don't get to count on these things. All right, so let's go ahead and share the screen so we can all see what we're talking about. All right, here. This is going to be very easy, probably for most of y'all. Probably for all y'all, actually. But if we were to say graph the function x is 3, and that's what we're doing today is writing equations, we would just go over to 3, put a dot there, and draw a straight line. So that's a vertical line. X is equal to 3. If we were to graph at y is -4, we would come down, put a plot on 4 and -4, and just draw it straight across. Okay. So our domain, if we were to look at what's the, and it's asking us what's the slope. Well, there is no slope. Slope is infinite, right?
mm.
And there is no slope here. I mean, it's just a straight line across.
Yeah.
All right. So there is really no slope to these. It's just straight lines. Infinite slope. So we're going to talk about writing equations of lines today, which is not very hard. And there are actually 3 different forms we can write our equation in. Let's start with standard form because that's probably the easiest. Ax squared or ax plus bx plus c. That's standard form. We have slope intercept form. which is y, and this is probably the most famous one, mx, if there was a famous one, plus b, okay? So it gets all the recognition and attention because it can pretty easy to find what the y-intercept is, what the slope is, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty easy, and then from there we can actually graph it. And then you got this one called this point slope form, and I can't, oh, good, I don't even have to write it. Y minus y1 equals m minus equals the slope times x minus x of 1. And then standard form is ax plus by equals c. Oh, I don't know why I put a square root, because I'm doing quadratics. I'm doing quadratics in algebra. That's why. All right. So ax plus by equals c. So those are your three equations. The way we can graph and write our equations. This is point slope form. Y is always in the equation. This y is always in the equation. This y is your y coordinate of a given point. So if you had a point of 1 comma 2, this 2 would go right here, okay? And this x would go right here, okay? There's our slope. There's the x that's always in the equation. And there's a coordinate, x coordinate of a given point. All right. Writing linear equations in point slope form. You can use this form when you were given 1 point and the slope, or you're giving 2 points. So your first, if you're given this 1 comma 2, and you're given, I don't know, 4 comma 6, you would put this one in here, and this, or I'm sorry, this one for these two right here. And then for the 4, 6, you would put it here and here, and you would solve for your slope. So that's when they give you 2 points, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Point slope form is when you know 1 point on the line and the slope. So example, write the equation of a line that passes through that with a slope of 3. Well, you would just, hush, son, hush. You'd plug it into the point slope form. You would simplify, distribute, and solve for y. And now that's y. That's intercept form, slope intercept form right there. Y equals 3x minus 5, and we could graph that. Okay. So let's write an equation of a line that passes through point 2, 3 and has a slope of 1/2. All right. So we would say, son, I need you to leave, okay? Sorry. Eraser. Y minus 3. Y minus 3. Whoa, that is horrible. Is equal to 1/2 x minus 2. Okay. So then we just continue y minus 3 and distribute now. That'll be 1/2 x minus 1. 1/2 x minus 1. So then we add 3 to both sides. So y is equal to 1/2 x minus plus 2. And we're done. Everybody see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Catherine, you good? All right, we'll move on. I'm sure she is. Write an equation of the line that passes through the given point and has a given slope. So we do the same thing. Not very difficult, right? So y minus 4 is equal to 2 times x minus 0. Okay. Y minus 4 is equal to 2x minus 0, right?
Mm-hmm.
2 times 0 is 0. So then we have y is equal to 2x minus 0 plus 4. So y is equal to 2x plus 4.
So we could have just straight up use the slope formula instead of the point slope form.
Let's see, y is equal to mx plus b. So you know your y-intercept, right?
Yeah,
You already know
4.
your y-intercept because it's 4. So yeah, you could say y is equal to 2x plus 4 because your y-intercept is 4. You're exactly right, Osas. Good job. Could look, you jumped ahead of me. You knew that slide was next.
Oh, what? Oh.
Hey, look at there. All right, let's move on. Point slope 412. What about when 2 points? Y'all remember doing this in algebra, right? Because I remember just doing this is what I was just doing a couple of units ago with the other class. So if we're given 2 points, fine, we would solve for m. Well, now how do find m? Pick a point, plug in. How did she know? How did she find m?
Changing y over changing x.
Look at OSAS. Man, you are on top of it today. Does everybody know? Does everybody understand that? I see Carla. She's got some wrinkles in her forehead. Looks like no, they went away. She got it. She figured it out. No?
No, I didn't.
How? Okay, let's look. Remember this. M is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So if this is hey, Brandon, I need you to get out, buddy. You're being loud with your blocks. So if this is x1, y1, this is x2, y2, and it doesn't matter really the order. Then we just put it in to say m, oh my lord, m is equal to y sub 2, so that's going to be a negative 4, minus y sub 1, which is 3, divided by 1 minus 2. Okay, and that's going to give us a negative 7 over a negative 1, which is just 7. So that's your slope formula. M is equal to a change in y over a change in x. All right, and then we just plug it in. What she done there, and she just picked any point. It didn't matter. It could have been the other point as well. And you simplify that to 7x minus 11. All right, let's try another one. So we're going to write an equation that passes through this line. First, we got to solve for the slope. M is equal to a change in y. So we're going to say y sub 2 is 4 minus a negative 1, okay, over 3 minus a negative 2. When it does that. That's going to be 4 minus 1, that's 5 over 5, which is 1. Okay, so we found our slope. And now we're going to say we pick any one of those points. I'm going to pick this one because I don't like working with negatives. So I'm going to say y minus 4 is equal to 1 times x minus 3. So I just simplify. Say y is equal to, I'm just going to go ahead and bring this over. That would be x minus 3 plus 4 because I brought my 4 over. I went ahead and added it. Okay, shorten this step up. Then I said y is equal to x plus 1, and that would be my equation. All right. Let's try another one. What about writing an equation line that passes through these points? Well, again, we just find our slope. Why don't y'all take a few minutes and y'all work that out and y'all tell me the slope. I mean, this is your class. I've already done this. Tell me what the slope would be.
I think that should be negative 2.
Hey, you've already done it?
No, I just did it just now.
So, all right. Oh, I got a chat here. Oh, Catherine got negative 3. Uh-oh. We got a debate going on. Is it negative 2 or negative 3?
Let's see. So that should be negative 6. Yeah, it should be negative 2.
Should be negative 2?
Yeah, it should be.
Oh, only way we can do it is have Carla tell us and break the tie. Carla, And Leslie, is it -2 or -3?
Hold on, I got my pen.
Excellent. Oh, Catherine's coming back. Let's see. Oh, she's stuck. She's like, no, it's -3. This is a good little debate battle we got going on here. Oh, Sasha, you want to hurry up and work it out again to see?
No, I think I'll be
-2?
fine. Yeah, I think it should be -2.
All right.
Why?
No, we're looking for X, not Y. No, I'm just
Oh,
kidding. For the slope. Leslie, you know what the slope is?
I was asking how he got 2.
Oh, okay. So it's y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2. Uh-oh, Catherine's coming back. Oh, and she says it again. Still -3. So we got x sub 2. X sub 2 minus x sub 1. Okay, so let's just put in our numbers here. That's going to be -6 minus 0.
Oh, yeah.
Divided by 4 minus 2. The ladies have it.
You? Oh, yeah, it's true.
-3. -3. All right. Nice job, Catherine. Let's all give Catherine a round of applause, but don't actually clap because she couldn't hear it. So kind of the won't clap. Good job, Leslie. All right. So if we want to put this in, we pick any point. Let's use this point this time. We're going to say y minus 0 is equal to -3 x minus 2. Let's see what happens if we do it with the other one. So y minus a -6 is equal to -3 x minus 4. Sorry, everybody. Let's see. So y minus 0, that's just going to be, so when we rewrite this, I'm going to get y is equal to a -3x plus 6, right? That's what I got, -3x plus 6. Let's see what this one is. So that's going to be
6. I think it's negative. Well, yeah, I think it's plus 6. Okay, yeah.
So y is equal to a -3x here, -3x plus 12 minus 6. All right, so I still get y is equal to a -3x plus 6. All right, so either point you use, you can clearly see, as long as we get the slope right, that you're going to get the same answer for both points. See, that's why math is so just neat, that it works out that way. All right, could we have used mx plus b?
Yeah.
Yeah, why? Because we have an x-intercept, but we also, how could we have used that? Maybe we can't. Let me see. Could we have used it? How? Y mx plus b. We couldn't have used that. Well, I mean, if we found our slope, which we know is -3, then we'd have y is equal to -3x plus 0, right? That's not going to work.
Yeah.
So we couldn't, because we don't know what our y-intercept is. We'd have to find our y-intercept.
But that means even though we have our slope, it doesn't really mean that we could still use the y mx plus b until we have our intercept form.
That's exactly right. And that point slope formula, which we did here, helps us find what our y-intercept is.
Okay.
All right. Now, I do like talking about these because parallel lines and perpendicular lines are a little different. Well, of course they're different. Parallel lines look like this, right? They're parallel to each other, and perpendicular lines would look something like this, okay? So parallel lines, they have, what do you think they have? There's going to be a word that goes here. Anybody can fill in that word?
They have the same slope.
Same slope. Ding, 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 ding. Great job. Uh-oh, Catherine, when you're chatting, is a little slow, and she said same dang. She said same
Same thing.
Yeah, same dang. So perpendicular lines have slopes that are what of each other? There's going to be a word, a long word that goes right here. What is that?
Wait,
Oh, wait,
wait,
Catherine's got it.
inverse.
I don't know. No, opposite.
Wait, the negative reciprocal. Yep.
Negative reciprocal. Yes. Negative reciprocal. And no, you were not right. Oh, no, I'm not. And she keeps chatting here through typing. Okay. All right. I love that. I should just mail you. I have an extra thing here. Hey, you obviously on your computer you have you should have a port. You should have a port for microphone. I mean, not a microphone. It's microphone headphones. They build them in together, and you can use like iPhone, the iPhone headphone things, or you can use Bluetooth through them. I don't know what your computer is, but I'm sure it has like a port on the side with an audio jack on it.
Mine?
No, I'm talking to Catherine.
Oh.
All right, so this is not changing. All right, so write a line parallel to the line. 2x plus y equals 3. All right, it passes through the point -2, 5. So remember, you first need a slope to write an equation. Okay, first need a slope to write an equation. So let's see here. We got y is equal to -2x plus 3. All right. Would you agree? I mean, now
Yes,
we have
sir.
our slope. We have a -2, right? We have our y-intercept, right? So let's go ahead and graph it and see what it's going to look like. All right. This is not going to be a pretty graph, but we'll do our best. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And 1, 2, 3 here, and 1, 2, 3 here, and 1, 2. I mean, that should give us enough. All right. And so we're starting out here. And if we go down 2, that means we're already going negative. So we got to go right 2. Is that right? So if I go 1, 2 down, I got to go 1, 2 over. Is this right? I think so. And if I go down 1, 2, I have to go over 1. So there's enough points right here that I can graph that. Okay. And it says it passes through the point -2, 5. Okay. -2, 5. So here's our -2, and then it's going to go way up 5. And it says write a line parallel to the line 2x plus y equals 3. So we have this. So guess what we could use? We already know what this is, right? So could we use this formula? Y minus y sub 1 is equal to m x minus x sub 1.
No.
And really? Because I think we could say like y is equal to y minus 5 is equal to a -2 x minus a -2, right?
I've
And then we could
never
say,
seen that before.
well, we knew what our slope was. Remember when we learned back here? We can use this equation.
Hello?
Can use this equation. 1 point and a slope.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Yeah. Hey, Catherine.
Hi.
I solved something for you, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yep. Now we can hear you. Great. Put your thing on mute. Appreciate that. All right. No, that was a joke. You don't have to be on mute. When you know 1 point and a slope. So we know our slope on that problem is -2. We know our slope is -2 because we found it right here. And we know what our 1 point is. We have it right there. So then I could just say y, once I rewrite it, is equal to a -2x. Now these become plus, 2 negatives, So negative 2x, and then negative 2 times positive 2 is a negative 4 plus 5. And then y is equal to a negative 2x plus 1. So now if I go up here and I put my point here because that's my y-intercept, and I go up 1, or I go down to 1, 2 over 1, and then I go up to 1, 2 over 1. Okay. My point is running parallel through it, and it should run exactly through the point of negative 2. And if this is 5 right here, it should run right through that point. Now, I don't have a graphing calculator here. Excuse me. I'm getting the corona, I guess. I don't have a graphing calculator, but y'all do. And what I would recommend, in your graphing calculator where it says graph, type that equation in and type that equation in. And you should see in the table of the graph where you hit table that it will show it passing through this point. Okay. And that's how we do it. All right. All right, let's go on. We'll do probably a perpendicular line. Now, write a perpendicular line to the line of that, with that passing through that point. First, you need to find the slope. All right, well, let's rewrite our 2x plus 3y equals 9. Let's rewrite that as 3y is equal to negative 2x plus 9. Okay. To get y by itself, we divide by 3. Right? And we say y is equal to a negative 2/3 x plus 3. Okay. So now we have our slope. We have our y-intercept. Okay. So now, what is a negative reciprocal of that slope? Huh?
I don't know.
3 over 2, right?
3
Maybe
over
3?
2. Yes.
Oh.
Catherine. It's going to be 3 over 2. Now, we can go back to our point slope formula of y minus y sub 1 is equal to m times x minus x sub 1. Okay. Here's our new slope, which is going to be our perpendicular slope, which is 3 over 2. And we have our point, 6, negative 1. So then we just go here and we say y minus a negative 1 is equal to our slope of 3 over 2, x plus minus 6, okay? And then we just work this out. That'll be y plus 1 is equal to 3/2 x, okay? That'll be 18, that'll be minus 9, right? Now we subtract 1 from both sides. We actually rewrite that, and we have y is equal to 3/2 x minus 10. All right, so there is that equation, and y equals to a negative 2/3 x plus 3 would be that equation. Now, again, I would recommend that if you have your graphing calculator, type those two equations in, and they should pass directly through that point, 6, negative 1, and be perpendicular to each other. Okay? I don't have a graphing calculator, or I would do it. I wonder if there's something online. Let's just see. Give me 1 second.
Wait, what am I supposed to say?
Well, if you do you have your calculator, Leslie?
Yes, I just put it in.
Okay, and you should see that those two lines are perpendicular.
Okay.
y equals, I found one online here. I'm going to try it. 3/2 x minus 10. Let me see what this looks like. All right. Supposed to be in degrees. All right. So I got that. Oh, shoot. How do I make it? Oh, here we go. All right. I found a graphing calculator online. So let me go to this website, metacalculator.com, and let's just see if it works. Y'all remember, y'all, if you can do me a favor, remember what those equations are. No. Keep. Okay. So metacalculator.com. Okay. So here we go. Let me share this screen. This is kind of neat. There's this. There's our calculator. Okay, and we want to add an equation. So we're going to say that y is equal to 3/2 x minus 10, right?
Mhm.
And the other equation was y equals to negative 2/3 x. What was the other one? Negative 2/3 x plus 3. That was what it was. Plus 3. Okay, let's go down and let's see what happens when we plot the graph. Oh, look at there. That is so cool. Y'all see that?
Yeah.
And look, they are perpendicular. Carla, you don't see it?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. And look at that. It passes right through point -1, 6, or 6, -1. Sorry, 6, and it's perpendicular. That is amazing. I am a math genius, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's Rylan. He can do it. All right.
Yeah.
What's that? You agree that I'm a math genius, or?
Yep.
Great. All right, let me go back to the screen that we're on now. All right, can everybody back to here? Okay. We've only got a couple more. Let's go ahead and finish this out and we'll be done for the day. Standard form is rules for using standard form. X and Y must be on the same side of the equation. A, B, and C cannot be fractions or decimals. And A should always be positive. So we'll have to divide by -1 if it's negative. All right, so if we see rewrite this in standard form, oh man, how are we going to do that?
Oh
So X
no.
and Y must be on the same side. This is interesting. So
Let's combine to slope form and just turn into standard form. Yes.
let's see. So Y is equal to 11x minus 11 plus 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if I rewrite this, I get y is equal to 11x. What is that? 8 minus 3. You agree? Now we got it in that form. But they got to be on the same side. So really, I could have negative 11x plus y is equal to a -3. Okay, I'm getting there. Now I could divide all this through by -1 because I don't want my a to be negative. So really what I have now is 11x minus y equals 3. And I've got it in standard form.
So why don't you want your A to be negative?
I mean, like she said over here, it should be positive, but many times it can be just optional, she says right here. See this? A should be positive, but some teachers consider this optional. I personally it looks cleaner to me by getting rid of the negative sign in front of the A. And I think that's really all it's about, is making it look simpler. All right, let's try one more and we're done. rewrite this in standard form? Well, this is not going to be too difficult because we just got to shift one thing over. So we got -1/2 x plus 2y is equal to 4. Now, we could leave it like that and we're done. We could leave it like that and we're done. But if we decided to, well, I'm going to take that out. Oh, but wait, no, we can't. A, B, and C cannot be fractions.
Oopsies.
How do we get rid of that?
Don't you have to
You have to
multiply it by
multiply.
2?
Yes,
Oopsies.
yes. We have to multiply, but let's go ahead and get rid of that negative sign too, right? So let's multiply
Yeah.
everything on this by a -2
2.
and a -2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So -2, that's going to be a 1x. That's just going to be x minus 4y is equal to a -8. Now we got it in standard form. All right. That's it for the day. I think there's probably a worksheet online. This should be easy for you guys to do. I'll post it to the blog. And let me know if you have questions via email or comment. You can also comment on the blog. I'd love to see your comments.
How do you be able to comment on the
There's a
blog?
little thing up under each of the daily blogs that says comment. And let's go, well, while we're here and everybody's online, let's just make sure we know where that's at. So I'm going to go to my blog, all right, and I'm going to share that screen, new share, and that's here, okay. So if I'm here and I go to geometry, do y'all see my blog here?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't, all right, well, the only way right now, it looks like I'll have to do something different, but if I go back to home screen, how do I go back to home? I need to fix that. I'll have to figure out how to do that. But right here, Osas, you see it says leave a comment. So like if I went and said, where does it work at? Huh, maybe it didn't work. It's supposed to, I've set it up so you could leave comments. Leave a comment. And then it doesn't let you leave a comment. All right, I'll have to fix that. I don't know. All right, well, I'll have to fix that. For now, email me your comments, and I will figure out why that's not working. All right, well, other than that, if anybody doesn't have any other questions, we can end the day. And you'll have a great weekend. All right?
You.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.